Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another night of Racing for a Cause. Thank you very much for joining us out here tonight. The RFC Hershey Design Series presents the Alsco 150 at Kentucky Speedway. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. I will be your host. My name is KR Stolfus. I hope everyone is strapped in and holding on tight as we get ready to bring you some excellent racing action from the bluegrass state. Some things to catch up on real quick. If you're wondering who is our top 10 in practice right now, Troy Radford, Sean Cool, and the 86 of Jerry West make up your top three. KD Osmond, Eric Teska, the 55 machine of Steve Baker, Greg Willis in the 28, Chris Berg in the 01, Kyle Gilbert in the 58, and the 25 machine. Rounding out your top 10 quickest times is Jason Burgess. Don't forget, coming up here in just a moment, we'll be qualifying. And then Monday night, next Monday night, the OP Racing Super Speedway Series will be at Talladega Super Speedway. So make sure you join me here for that. That is at 8 p.m. Central. And then Tuesday, July 24th at 8 p.m., the RFC Hershey Design Series heads to New Hampshire for the Lake Region 100. That's going to be another interesting race. Very flat track, very difficult track to maneuver. So it's going to be quite the show. Speaking of shows, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Walls Beard Co. and Beard Balm. Check out wallsbeardco.com. Colby's Eye Paints on facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint for your race car, and if you would like a replica paint done, make sure you check out Colby's Eye Paints. The Ohio IndyCar League, broadcasted right here on MaxSpeedTV. The Ohio IndyCar League races the IndyCar, and they are based out of Ohio, but you don't have to be. Make sure you check out the Ohio IndyCar League. SimSpeedShop.com, doing button boxes and e-brakes and even custom button boxes. Check out SimSpeedShop.com. iBog.co, the official broadcast overlay graphics supplier for MaxSpeedTV. If you have a Twitch stream or a broadcast, you've got to check out iBog.co to get all of the best graphical overlays. And finally, the Hershey Design Company, your one-stop shop for everything graphical design. iRacing paints, business logos, team logos, or even just getting something designed for a t-shirt. Check out Hershey Design Company. That's HERSHY. So with that being said, we are in the final minute 40 of practice. As we like to do here on MaxSpeedTV, we're going to step away and we'll be right back after our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alright guys, welcome back. Qualifying has just started. Cars are starting to gain speed, roll out of pit lane here. The first car we're watching right here is the very popular KD Osmond. KD very popular with all the fans out there, especially some of them in YouTube chat. Want to give a big shout out to everyone in YouTube chat. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Y'all keep me entertained when I can't entertain myself. Sometimes it's not good for me to be entertained. For me to be entertaining myself, I should say. Osmond in the 88, getting ready to click off his very first lap time here. Coming across the start-finish line to complete his first lap. Osmond was the first one on track. And right now he is going to jump to the top of the charts. The 18 machine of Gossett is now qualified on pole as well. Jason Burgess in the 25. Currently in 6th. He's going for a second lap. Burgess in the 25 coming around to complete his second lap, but not an improvement in his time. David Roach currently in the 4th. Chris Berg in the 0-1. Berg working his way down the backstretch here. Berg working across the stripe here. We'll see where this time puts him. Most cars are only registering their very first lap. As you see Berg getting off the throttle there, he's going all the way down to 11th now as he's registered a time in 10th. Troy Radford, he is shutting it down. He is currently on pole with Kyle Gilbert in 3rd place. Now Jerry West in the 86 machine has taken over the top spot. Jerry West looking a little tight coming off of turn 2 there, but that's all right. That was his second lap. Rick Greenaway in the 69 machine. He's shutting it down. He is currently 22nd. Vernon Marheim in the 84. Marheim getting sideways there, tagging that wall. Sean Cool in the 24. He's going to jump up to 2nd place on the charts as he crosses the start-finish line. So with 1 minute left here in qualifying, everyone has turned a lap time so far. Sean Cool drifting that thing, or coasting that thing around, running a green and a white Hershy Design Series scheme. So final 30 seconds of practice. We don't have any cars out on track right now. Quite a good sized field out here tonight. Looks like we're going to start 28 cars. So a very full field here for Kentucky. RFC guys waving the checkered flag right now, as that will do it for the end of this qualifying session. And it looks like drivers starting to line up onto the grid. So let's check out our Walls Beard Co. starting lineup. And on row number 1 will be Jerry West and Sean Cool. Row 2 will be Troy Radford and Kyle Gilbert. Row 3 will be Tommy Gossett and Eric Teska. Row 4 will be AJ Rogers and Dustin German. Row 5, Daryl Ricketts and David Roach. Row 6, K.D. Osborne and Greg Willis. Row 7 in the 25 machine will be Jason Burgess and Chris Berg in the 01. The 55 of Steve Baker and the 91 of Sean Wilder will make up row number 8. Row 9 will be Bobby Summers and Justin Pinuel. Row 10 is the 84 of Vernon Margim and Doug Johnson in the 8. Row 11, Russell Brown and Jeffrey Clifton. Row 12 will be Tom Quattlebaum and Rick Greenaway in the 69. Row 13, Peyton Johnson in the 85 picked up a stellar win last week, and Doug Johnson in the 45. Row 14 will be Hilton Young and F.P. McSwain. Field getting ready to go green flag racing. The 86 machine out front of Jerry West, waiting for that pace car to pull off. Waiting oh so patiently. Field formed up very nicely. Green flag is flying. And here we go for 100 laps at Kentucky, the bluegrass state. The crowd goes wild, folks. Everyone holding on to their hats as these cars blow past them. Right now, Jerry West, Troy Radford right on the bottom. Radford getting a good run here. He's going to slice up to the high side. Sean Cool in the 24, though, wasting no time working that high line, taking this car right to the lead. That 24 machine looking very, very fast, looking to pick up another win on the season. Sean Cool could pull off a third win this season. He's already got 2 in the bank, but right now he is out front as we're already working lap 2 of 100. Jerry West right there, tailing him. West in that 86 machine, he's got 3 wins on the season, so he is no stranger to victory lane. We go on board with Jerry West. Down this Kentucky back straight into turn number 3. It looks like everyone trying to run a little bit of a higher line. Not quite fully committed all the way to the bottom. Sean Cool still with a little bit of a gap over Jerry West. About a half a second now. You gotta wonder, is somebody trying to save tires? Or is this just going to be a flat out sprint? Speaking of our race analysis, tonight 100 laps is the scheduled distance, totaling 150 miles. Tires are really going to be done on about 20 laps, if not sooner, depending on how you want to abuse them. In our fuel window, we'll see guys coming in anywhere from 28 to pushing it as deep as 36 laps. The pit road speed is 35 miles an hour here tonight. A lot of cars out here tonight, so we're going to try and bring you all of the action right now. The 09 of David Roach, currently in 8th place, all over the backside of the 17 of AJ Rogers. Rogers still looking for his first win of the season, along with the 09 of Roach. We'll see if one of those two can get a win here tonight. The 15 machine of Jeffrey Clifton, he's currently in 16th spot. And already we have Dustin German in the 43 and Greg Willis in the 28. Both those guys losing internet connection. So an early exit for them. They might be able to make it back out here, as this is still very early on in the race. FP McSwain currently in 26th. He started 28th. Was the last car to take a qualifying time. So the field's running very single file right now. But once these tires start to really fall off, we're going to start seeing guys looking all over the track, trying to find somewhere to gain an advantage. And once they start doing that, it is going to be an interesting race, because at Kentucky you can run all sorts of lines. You just got to find where you want it. Osmond in the 88 right now. He is sitting in 9th place. Running on that bottom, looking for a way around the 17 AJ Rogers. David Roach has already gotten by. Meanwhile, the 24, Sean Cool, looks like he has gotten into the wall, and heavy damage on that right front. Lost a lot of ground. He's fallen all the way back into 4th place, with the 18 of Tommy Gossett trying to find a way underneath him. Gossett still looking for a way around. As we go on aboard with Gossett. Down this back stretch they go. You see the 99 of Eric Teska right behind him. Eric Teska having 4 wins on the season, currently with the most wins in this season so far. But that could change in a hurry, because Jerry West is out front right now, and he's got 3 wins on the season. West in that 86 machine. Once again out front as we look out the backside of this car. Troy Radford in the 94, still searching for his first win. And right behind him is Kyle Gilbert. Kyle Gilbert looking to make the chase here in this league, but to do so he cannot miss a race. He has got to start every race so far this season, or for the rest of the regular season, I should say.
The yellow flag is out.
And the caution flag has come out. The 25 machine of Jason Burgess in trouble here. Go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. At 25, working the front stretch here on the 44, Daryl Ricketts. 0-1 of Chris Berg right around all of these guys. Looks like the 55 of Baker. We can get a little nudge from Chris Berg. Slide it back down in front of Jason. Daryl Ricketts in the 44 going for a ride as well. We go on aboard with Daryl Ricketts. The 84 coming in and assisting Vernon Martin. All right, while we're under caution, we're going to step away and we'll be right back. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are working our first caution of the night. Excuse me 1 second. Alright, that one got it. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Again, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Walls Beard Co., Colby's Eye Paints, the Ohio IndyCar League, SimSpeedShop.com, iBog, and the Hershey Design Company. Jerry West out front. Every driver had come down pit road and made a pit stop while we were away at a quick break. That is this broadcaster's fault because he had
green flag.
Say goodnight to his family. And now we are live, and Jerry West in the 86 getting a jump on Troy Radford in the 94. Oh, Tommy Gossett in the 18 tried to stick it on the bottom. Unable to do so. Going to lose a lot of ground in the 88. Katie Osmond, David Roach in the 09 able to get by. So the 18 machine struggling for just a moment, but gathers it back in. That has allowed now AJ Rogers to be right on his back bumper. We go on board with Rogers. See just how quickly you go down this back straight. Not on it for a very long time as you're carrying so much speed through the corners here. .08 of Tom Quattlebaum. Right now he is trying to find a way around the 60 of Justin Piniel. With the 23 of Bobby Summers right behind him. Bobby Summers put together a stellar run not too long ago, so he's looking to have a repeat and also pick up his first win. Every free driver out here has a chance at winning. On the board with Quattlebaum now. Thought maybe he was going to be able to pull down below the 60 here on the backstretch, but just unable to make it work. Russell Brown in the 16 machine. Russell currently in 11th place. Started 21st, so he's made some great moves through the field. Speaking of some moves through the field, the 88 has gained 8 spots so far tonight. The 15 has gained 12. And the 24, Sean Cool, with the extensive damage he got, has lost 14 spots in that 24 machine. So you see the drivers moving around here. Some going up, some going down. FP McSwain down underneath the 69 of Rick Greenaway. Looks like he's going to be able to complete the pass here with the 01 of Chris Berg right in front of them. We saw the 55 of Steve Baker get involved in that accident. That car looking very difficult to drive right now. Not necessarily the fastest, sleekest looking car. That 55 machine with heavy damage, but Steve Baker not giving up on it. He is still out there, still running and turning some laps. He is racing the 38 of Hilton Young. Hilton making multiple appearances now. We'd gone quite a while without seeing Hilton, but here he is tonight, and right now he is running 22nd after starting 27th. Last week's winner, the 85 machine of Peyton Johnson, running that black and teal ovarian cancer awareness machine. Not having the run he would like to have here. Picked up, oh, is he going to get into the wall there? Going to keep it high and allow Hilton Young and Steve Baker to get past him. But Peyton not happy with his car, and apparently not happy with his crew and the body shop guys, as he's just added some work for them. That 85 machine a little bit off the pace here right now, as he's all the way down into 23rd spot. So he's struggling with some pace here tonight. Not a very good qualifying session for him. But he does have that race win on the season. That is what he needed to get. To, you know, winning a race locks you into the chase, essentially. And he picked up that race win at Daytona. Played that last final run to perfection. And won by just a nose, a front bumper even. Not a whole lot of space was between those two cars as they crossed the start-finish line last week. The 99 of Eric Teska right now, he is in 6th place. He has picked up multiple wins on fuel mileage so far this season. Some excellent pit strategy has gone his way. We'll see if this 99 machine will be able to pull off another spectacular gamble and victory. But in order to do that, you got to have a few things go your way. I'll tell you what, Eric Teska is going to be one we're going to keep an eye on all night long. The 88 of K.D. Osmond right now. He is currently in 3rd place. Started 11th, so making his way through the field. Osmond down the backstretch has a little bit of a gap between him and Radford, about 1.3 seconds. Radford looks to trying to be closing in on Jerry West. These guys were last on pit road about 17 laps ago. Have about a second of fall-offs right now from their fastest laps. Meanwhile, the 99 and the 09 are going at it, running side by side here. Teska trying to find a way below the 09, and in front of them, Gossett on the high side of Osmond, and Teska is going to clear Roach. He's going to get another great run. He's going to dive down below Osmond. Teska trying to make it a 2-for-1 corner and a straightaway, but now they're going to go 3 wide here. Make it down to 2 wide as Osmond got a good run off the corner. Teska lost some ground there as the 09 of David Roach going to battle right back. Meanwhile, the 94 machine of Troy Radford, he is running 2nd place. As you can see, the cars behind him You see how intense Radford is? He's not even blinking. So intense in this situation. Gotta stay completely focused. Radford running a brightly colored helmet and a fire suit for tonight. He is trying to track down Jerry West, and it looks like now Jerry West had opened up a bit of a gap. Radford was just about a half second behind him, and now he has fallen almost a full second behind him. So Jerry obviously found the line that really started working for him. We'll see if he can get caught up to him. As we are nearing the halfway, we're on lap 37 of 100. A 45 machine of Doug Wysocki with a race win this season. Right now, he is currently in 17th place. A Toyota Camry coming down the backstretch, headed right for you. Right in front of him, though, is the 60 of Justin Pignol. Justin started 18th. He's currently 16th. Russell Brown in the 16 machine. We talked about him a little bit earlier. He is up to 15th place after starting 21st. So he has made some forward progress, and that's good. That means they've made some adjustments to the car. We have only worked one caution out here tonight. So when the race stays caution free for a long while, it does make it a little harder for your driver sometimes to gain some ground that was lost before adjustments were made. And the 91 machine of Sean Wilder falling under attack here of the 01 of Chris Berg. Wilder running that black with blue Lightning Sim Speed Shop machine. And here comes Chris Berg in the WB3, and Berg gonna go right on by the inside. So put Chris Berg in 13th place. Sean Cool in the 24. We saw him with some damage earlier. Still got quite a bit of damage on that thing. Hoping for a caution, maybe get some more of that ironed out. Beat it with a hammer. But right now he is tracking down Jeffrey Clifton. As this battle for 6th place really starting to shape up here. As Clifton gonna dive down to the bottom. Clifton headed for pit road. As we have had several cars come down pit road here. Troy Radford also pitting from 2nd place. 38 machine on pit road of Hilton Young. So green flag pit stops starting right at our lap marker, about 28 laps into this. But Radford being the first one of the top drivers to pit. We'll see how this will work out for him. Here comes the 99 of Eric Teska. And there you see KD Osmond getting past. Tommy Gossett in the 18. Next one up will be Troy Radford. And there you see Eric Teska with a full head of steam. He is going to easily pass Radford. So Eric Teska pitting one lap before everyone else. That has put him as now the first car out front making a pit stop, but Troy Radford, he's going to pass him right back. This very well could be a battle for the lead. And it is, as Jerry West is just now coming off pit road. West with a very extended time on his pit stall, 31 seconds. So he possibly had a speeding penalty or had to get some damage fixed. Sean Cool in the 24, he is making his pit stop. So that will put Troy Radford and Eric Teska as first and second place when this gets all sorted out from the green flag pit stops. Rick Greenaway being registered right now as your race leader. That 69 machine being scored out front. We'll see when he comes around to pit. He is really pushing this thing as far as he can. He's going to have to at this point. He will be the last one to come down pit road. So he has to hope for a caution at this point to try and, you know, kind of salvage the damage that is being done by staying out when everyone else is pitted. And here he comes. He's going to slow down. He's going to head for pit road. And that will allow Troy Radford. Oh, is Greenaway getting all sorts of crossed up. Tagging that wall as he got on the brakes. Now he's got a little bit of damage to hammer out under green flag conditions, and that is not something you want to have happen here at Kentucky when we're turning 31-second lap times. You don't have a whole lot of time to get down pit road, get any fuel, tires, and any damage repaired, and get back up to speed. In fact, you're going to lose a lap or two in that situation. So the 94 of Troy Radford, he is out front right now as your race leader. Eric Teska right behind him though in that 99 machine. We go on aboard with Eric. Really got to roll the car through the corners here. Very light use of the brake. You get off the throttle. And the sooner you can kind of get off the throttle, especially when the tires are worn out, and it's really hard to do, but the sooner you get off the throttle, the sooner you can start using the throttle to rotate your car through the middle of the corner and get it really pointed down the straightaways here and get back into that gas hardcore, get lined up to do it all over again when you sail it off into the next corner. The 99 machine right now, he is in second. Tommy Gossett in the 18 will be in third place. In the 88 of K.D. Osmond, he is in a fourth place. Kyle Gilbert, our 58 machine, RFC Racing for Christback machine. He is currently in fifth place right now. But he is being hounded by the 09, the green and blue, driven by David Roach. Roach trying to find a way around. Roach getting a good run into the corner here. You see, he really closes in on Kyle Gilbert. Here he's going to make a move down to the bottom. Pull alongside that 58 machine. Going to try and complete the pass coming out of turn number 4. But Gilbert getting a great run on the high side here. But again, Roach really able to drive down into turn number 1 a lot deeper than Gilbert. Side by side, these two are still going at it. Unable to determine who's going to be in what spot. Kyle Gilbert, really a hard charger, fights for every position on the track. David Roach in that 09 machine. Very patient driver. Trying to find a way around without burning up his tires, but he's got to get by Gilbert here in this next lap, and he is going to clear him here coming off of turn 4. That will allow him to quit running down on the bottom and not pinch the tires off so much. Get those tires heated up, get them angry at you. Meanwhile, I want to check in on the 86 of Jerry West. West was our main lap leader. He led for 34 laps before having something happen on pit road where he was in his pit stall for 30 seconds, where everyone else was around 14 to 15 seconds. So that white with a black racing stripe 86 machine, hopefully we'll hear what happened to him. But whatever it was cost him dearly. He's currently in 9th place, trying to find a way around the 01 of Chris Berg. Meanwhile, Bobby Summers in the 23, he's going at it with the 91 of Sean Wilder. Looks like Summers is going to be able to clear him. Coming up off the corner here. But Wilder going to use a good run, and Wilder making Sean Cool making contact with Wilder. And that is going to bring out the yellow here tonight. Will be our second caution. Does it look like Sean Cool just really started to push up into Sean Wilder. We're going to go on aboard for this one with Sean Cool. See the 91 of Wilder. Contact being made. Look at this one more time from the 91 of Wilder. I don't believe Sean Cool even knew that that 91 was there. All right, so here we go. Pit stops are underway. Looks like the entire field will be coming down. Peyton Johnson, the 85, staying out for now. Getting a lucky dog wave around, whatever you want to call it. Here come our leaders. Everyone on the pit road, the race off of pit road. Who's going to be the first one off? Here they come, and it looks like the 88 machine of KD Osmond is going to win it, followed by Troy Radford, Tommy Gossett. So a great pit stop by Osmond. 13.9 seconds compared to Radford at a 15.4. So excellent job there by the 88 crew, getting him out front under these yellow conditions. Folks, we're going to step away. We'll be right back. All right, the lights have gone out on the pace car. Row number 1 for this restart will be made up of K.D. Osmond and Troy Radford. Row 2 will be Tommy Gossett and David Roach. Boy, I'll tell you what, we got some very hungry drivers here in row number 1. Osmond and Radford each looking for their first win on the season. Not only that, but these guys are very close to each other in points, and they have quite a few points accumulated as well. They've had excellent finishes, just been unable to get to victory lane. Pace car peels off. Here we go, folks, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing, and here we go. Osmond caught Troy Radford napping. So that 88 machine gonna open up a bit of a gap here. Down the backstretch off of turn number 2. Osmond in the 88 with some distance already on Radford, just under half a second, as Radford looks like he's going to be coming under attack from the 18 of Gossett.
The yellow flag is out.
And the yellow flag is out. We got 3 cars together, the 15, 55, and 75, and now the 99 of Eric Teska coming in late. And just like that, we are back under caution as we go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. Not quite sure what happened with the 15 of Jeffrey Clifton, the 75 of FP McSwain also getting a part of this. Looks like the 38 Hilton Young making a little contact. Peyton Johnson really squeezing through there. Doug Johnson getting involved as well. What a run by Peyton Johnson to get through that mess. As we go on aboard with Peyton. Just how close was that? Oh my goodness. Eric Teska coming in a little bit late, trying to slow it down, figure out which way to go. And at the last second, choosing the wrong direction. A little bit of damage to that 99 machine. But your race leader is KD Osmond. We are past the halfway point. Looks like no one's coming down pit road here, so we're going to take a quick little break once again, and we will be right back.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that iRacing scanned that's going to be available to all the iRacing members out there.
Welcome back, folks, where the lights have gone out on the pace car. KD Osmond and Troy Radford looking to set off on the front row here. Tommy Gossett in the 18, the 09 of David Roach following suit in row number 2 for this restart. Pace car peeling off. Here we go, guys. KD Osmond getting another good jump over Troy Radford. Tommy Gossett in the 18 trying to find a way around Radford in to turn number 1 they go. Gossett running that bottom low. We saw him lose some ground earlier this race as he slipped up on the bottom, but no issues this time. Ooh, is David Roach hard into the wall.
The yellow flag is out.
And a caution flag is flying as we got cars heavily damaged. One of them being last week's winner, Peyton Johnson. We're going to watch the 85 machine here of Peyton Johnson, who survived last yellow. You see cars going all over the place. And then Johnson getting turned hard into that tri-oval wall. See AJ Rogers go through the pits. Jerry West getting a part of it. The 91 is Sean Wilder. The 60 machine also having a little part of JP. Jerry West in the 86 involved in this as well. He just had nowhere to go. So Sean Cool gonna stay out, but Troy Radford, he is on pit road along with KD Osmond. So everyone hitting pit road here. Sean Cool and Russell Brown will be staying out. Kyle Gilbert in the 58, first one off pit road. Radford beating out KD Osmond. Tom Quattlebaum in the 08. Looks like 2 tires for Gilbert and Quattlebaum. So a caution again. We're going to step away once again. We'll be right back. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Walls Beard Co., Colby's Eye Paints, the Ohio IndyCar League, SimSpeedShop.com, iBog, and the Hershey Design Company. All of those links are provided for you down below in the video description. If you haven't done so yet, while you're checking out those links, please make sure you give this broadcast a thumbs up and subscribe to MaxSpeedTV. So here we go. Sean Cool out front. Pace car peeling off. That 24 machine accelerating, getting through the gearbox. With Sean Wilder in the 91 on his outside. We saw those two make contact earlier tonight. Here they are on a restart. Front row, front and center, but now the 99 Eric Teska, Kyle Gilbert, and the 94 Troy Radford all trying to find a way around the 91 of Sean Wilder, who has not pitted, or he did make a pit stop. I apologize. The last time everyone else did. Sean Cool is the one who has not made a pit stop. So Sean Cool about ready to be tracked down by an angry mob. And that would be Eric Teska in the 99, Troy Radford in the 94, and the 58 of Kyle Gilbert. And here they come. They have caught up to him. Fresher tires making a difference here. Sean Cool gonna slice down very close to Eric Teska in that 99 machine. Teska, we saw get a little bit of damage on that right front fender. His crew looks like they have worked it very well. Now we got a 3-car battle for the race lead. Who's gonna come out on top here? As this battle goes on longer and longer, Sean Cool will be able to hold them off a little bit better each time as these fresher tires wear off. And now Troy Radford,
the yellow flag is out,
is able to clear. We got another yellow. Peyton Johnson looks like he's getting back up to speed. Not sure what the yellow is for. We're going to back this up a little bit. Might be able to determine what happened here in this replay. As the 60 comes down on top of Chris Bird, the 60 being JP. Not sure why that brought out the yellow. Maybe because the 60 did get all sorts of sideways. I think that was it right there. So back under caution we go. That is the break that Peyton Johnson needed. As you see, he has made it back out on track. Johnson with quite a bit of damage, but looks like that thing is able to drive a little straighter than the last time we saw it. It was crab walking pretty bad. David Roach, however, in the 09, he has packed up and headed home. He will be scored in 22nd place. Jeffrey Clifton will be 23rd. Daryl Ricketts, 24th. Jason Burgess, 25th. Vern Margim, 26th. And in 27th place will be Dustin German. And the last car out here scored tonight will be Greg Willis in the 28th. So Peyton Johnson right now scored 21st. That damage on that thing looking very extensive. Johnson picking up a great win from Daytona last week. Just has not had the race here at Kentucky that he would like to have had. Struggled in qualifying, has struggled here in the race. And now his night just got worse with that wadded up soda can of a car. That is just unfortunate, but you know what? Peyton's going to continue on out here, and I admire someone who will continue to drive and soldier through. Right now, though, he is 7 laps off pace, scored in 21st spot. Your leader is Sean Cool. Troy Radford right behind him. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, a quick little break. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. We are really starting to count our laps down. So we are on lap 80 of 100. As you can see, the field working its way on caution. We had a very long green flag run. We even cycled through some green flag stops. But here in the last 2 cautions, last 2 restarts, we've really struggled to get these restarts off cleanly. So we are working our 5th caution of the night, 420 laps so far. Sean Cool has been out front for 21 laps. Jerry West has led the most laps so far with 34. Now, he does not have that position locked down yet. So we still have about 20 laps to go. We are riding on board with Eric Teska. Last on pit road, 16 laps ago. It's going to be hard for him to make it the rest of the way on fuel if this thing stays green. But if anyone can do it, it could be Eric Teska. Troy Radford last on pit road 10 laps ago. He's in a little bit better fuel position. However, Sean Cool looked like he will have to go a total of 41 laps. He is going to need some help of the cautions. Not only that, but he is on a lot older tires than the rest of the field, but he is holding his own right now. As this restart, row number 1 will be Sean Cool, Troy Radford. Row 2 will be Eric Teska and Sean Wilder. Here we go, folks. Pace car getting ready to peel off. The drivers waiting very patiently. And there we go, Sean Cool getting on it. We got cars scattering. Everyone really just trying to find somewhere to go. But it looks like no caution. Everyone got through it all right. Hilton Young in 38. One of the cars looking like caught up in that accordion effect, but so far everyone's still out on track. And now the battle for the front can resume. The 24 of Sean Cool, the 94 of Troy Radford. These guys going at it. Green and white with black lettering. Leading this thing with a black and orange with white lettering. Trying to track him down. Troy Radford in the 94 machine. He is there looking to make a move. He's going to make contact. Sean Cool is going to save it. Oh my goodness. Talk about a bump and run. That is going to stack him up behind him. Troy Radford, though, really checked up. Lost some ground. That will put Sean Wilder in the 91 out front. We're going to have to watch that once again. We go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. You see Troy Radford give a little bump to Sean Cool. Radford allows Cool to get off, get collected, but Sean Wilder charges right through. So wow, what a very intense moment. Looked like maybe just a little bit of a miscommunication into how deep Sean Cool was going to go into the corner. And now Troy Radford does make the move on Sean Wilder in the 91. But man, I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a save by the 24 machine. And then everyone else able to allow or have room to go around. So now Radford out front, having gotten by Wilder. Here comes the 88 of K.D. Osmond along with the 58 of Kyle Gilbert. These two looking for a way around the 91 of Wilder. Wilder out there on older tires. Osmond, oh man, he had to lift to keep it off of the 91. That is going to allow the 58 of Gilbert down below underneath. Gilbert with a run down the front stretch into turn number 1. Not in the preferred line here at Kentucky. Osmond's going to run that high side, get a great run down the backstretch, and he is going to hold on to his third place spot for right now. Meanwhile, Bobby Summers and AJ Rogers in the 17. We saw Rogers go for a wild ride through the pit lane not too many laps ago. Here he is back into contention with a 7th place run right now. Now put him in 6th place as he's going to find a way around the 23 of Bobby Summers. Tommy Gossett in the 18, also part of this picture here. So those three going at it. We got battles all throughout as Sean Cool has fallen all the way back into 8th place now. Eric Teska in the 99 and Chris Berg in the 01. Here we go. Oh man, forcing 3 wide. Sean Cool gonna get into Bobby Summers. Summers, no caution, still able to hold on to it. So Bobby Summers in the 23. That car looking beat up and banged up. Just got a little nudge from the 24 Sean Cool. No idea why the 23 spun out from that teeny tiny nudge. I am being facetious there. We did see a spectacular save by the 24 and now an equally awesome save by the 23 of Bobby Summers. What a spectacular display of driving we are seeing of car control from these Racing for a Cause guys. So we got about 10 laps to go. Troy Radford in that 94 machine, he is out front and he is opening up a gap over the 88 of K.D. Osmond. Radford just over a second lead here. The 88 is second. The 58 of Kyle Gilbert holding on to third for right now. So Radford out front in the 94. Osmond in second. Gilbert third. 4th place is the 18 and Tommy Gossett. And Sean Wilder in the 91. He is in 5th place. Eric Teska, though, looks like he wants 5th place. He's making a move to the inside here. Gonna pull alongside the 91 as they go off into turn number 1. Down the backstretch, Teska with a good move, good run into turn number 3. Wilder running that high side, really trying to keep the momentum going. Teska gonna clear him. Now Chris Berg taking a shot at the 91. Berg and Wilder will go at it, but for right now, Wilder is solidly in 6th place. Teska into 5th in that 99 machine. A little bit worried about the fuel in that 99 along with the fuel of Sean Cool in this 24 machine. These guys have been out for quite a while, and we cannot rule out the 91 of Sean Wilder. These guys really trying to make it on a long fuel run here, have not been on pit road for a while. So we'll see how this is going to play out for them. Now Chris Berg in the 01, able to get around the 91. Chris Berg is the first car 1 lap down. He's running 18th place. We saw him get into an incident earlier tonight. See some heavy damage on that car. Meanwhile, with 4 to go, Troy Radford could very well pick up the first win of the season. Lock himself into the chase by doing so. We got 3 laps to go. If a caution were to come out, this race would be over at this point. It would finish under caution, but I'll tell you, that 94 machine, he is out front and still pulling away from the 88 and the 58. Kyle Gilbert trying to track down KD Osmond, but he's got to be careful as the 18, Tommy Gossett, is right behind him. Osmond in the 88. Losing a little bit of ground with 2 to go here. Troy Radford, the car just out of the windscreen here of the 88. KD Osmond as your race leader. This is 2nd place Osmond. Here comes Radford. White flag waving. One more time around. Troy Radford looking to pick up his first win of the season. It has taken quite a few races to get to this point. Coming out of turn 2, down the back stretch. Got to still stay smooth. Have to finish strong. Into turn 3. Can't be too conservative. Can't be too crazy. Here he comes out of turn number 4 for the final time. Checkered flag waving across the line goes Troy Radford, picking up his first race win on the season. Troy Radford getting it done here in Kentucky. KD Osmond coming home in 2nd and 3rd place, going to Kyle Gilbert. All right, guys, we're gonna watch some post-race celebration, and we will set up our post-race show. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back to the MaxSpeedTV post-race show as our race winner Troy Radford still burning the what's left of those tires down here in Kentucky. We're going to go ahead and kick this off. Troy, you finally win one this season, getting your first win, locking yourself into the chase, and not a moment too soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That was about as timely as it comes, gentlemen. I cannot complain.
We did a great job out here tonight. You were out front for 28 laps, but it wasn't without its ups and downs and a little bit of pit strategy to get you some better track position.
Absolutely. You know, that's where I've been really weak this season. It's just not planning out my pit strategy, and it's cost me a few races. And, you know, tonight didn't pull out quite, you know, it looked like there for a bit it was going to go fuel mileage, and then that kind of cleared up with a couple of cautions. So it just kind of became more of a, you know, who had better tires at the right time. And, you know, fortunately that was me.
Well, a great play on strategy there, but we got to bring up, we saw you get into the back of the 24 Sean Cool going into turn 1. How much did you soil yourself in that situation?
You know, honestly, it probably looked worse than it ended up being, because when we drove down in, you know, I'm not sure, I'm going to watch the replay on it, but I didn't feel like I was near his left rear, and all of a sudden he turned. So I don't know if there's some net code, or if I, you know, who knows, maybe I just drove and got him in the left rear. But as soon as it happened, I got completely out of the throttle. I let him completely gather it back up, because I don't want to pass that way. I'm not the one to sit there and dump somebody for a win. So I let him gather it back up, and, you know, ended up letting Sean Wilder by, and I had to chase Sean back down too. But main thing is just huge props to Sean Cool for saving that. I mean, that was probably save of the year right there. I mean, car's 45 degrees sideways on old tires, and he managed to save it. So, you know, I apologize to him, of course, for getting into him. It wasn't intentional, and huge props for the save.
Well, it was a spectacular race from start to finish. A little bit of contact throughout the middle of this thing, and here you are, the race winner. Man, gotta feel good.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a long time coming, and, you know, getting up there and kind of locking myself up towards the chase. You know, now I need to get 3 or 4 more of them to get some bonus points built up. But, you know, for finally breaking that, and, you know, the 1.5 miles are not normally my best tracks, but, you know, out there tonight, it started out, I mean, Jerry West was class of the field, and I'm not sure what happened to him on that first stop, but it seemed to really just affect him, and he lost a bunch of time. So I'm not sure what happened to him there, but Jerry had the car to beat tonight.
Yeah, something happened to Jerry, but you know what? You can lead the most laps, you can do whatever, but you have to be there at the end and lead the most important one, and that tonight is Troy Radford. Any sponsors, shout-outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
You know, main one, congrats to everybody out there. I mean, that was a great race. A lot of good maneuvering. We had some 3-wide passing that was clean as could be. Kyle and Dale both did an awesome job out there tonight. I mean, you know, they're up front just about every week, so of course they did. You know, it's just thank you to everybody out there. You know, this is why we put it on. You know, thank you KR for being out here and doing the broadcast every week, and of course, you know, league admins. I know we haven't seen Chris Legue a whole lot lately, but I want to give him a big shout out, as well as everybody else out there who helps put these things on. We appreciate you, and thank you.
All right, that is your race winner, Troy Radford. But now it's time to move on to our second place finisher, and that is one K.D. Osmond. Congratulations out there, Mr. Osmond. Tell us how you did it.
Little bit of pit strategy and a lot of luck, I think. When Troy and Sean got together out there, it pretty much stacked up the entire top 5 or 6, and I think I was running 6 at the time. So if that hadn't happened, I don't think I would have gotten up to second. I probably would have gotten like a 4th or 5th finish out of it.
Well, here you are finishing second. You had a good car all race long, even out front for 10 laps in this event. So, you know, I wouldn't sell yourself too short. You did manage to finish quite well with a good car underneath you. When are you going to pick up your first win?
Not sure. I'm going to be out here for the next 2 weeks, so hopefully after that. I'm looking at the schedule. It looks like a bunch of road courses, so I don't have really a chance of that. So it's probably going to be a lot of luck for my win.
All right, well, Mr. Osmond, congratulations on your second place finish. You know, you had a great race here. Great races usually mean you had great support. Anybody that you would like to thank?
Yeah, my grandma, my uncle are watching. I think my brother's watching with my grandma right now. Thank you guys at RFC and MaxSpeedTV, because without you guys it wouldn't really be possible.
All right, well, Mr. Osmond, once again, congratulations on second place finish. I'll tell you what, your fans cheer the loudest out here in YouTube chat. So one of these days we'll have to get you as our Victory Circle interview, man.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
All right, that is the 88 KD Osmond finishing second out here tonight. But now, third place finisher, that is Kyle Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert, how you doing out there?
I'm satisfied.
Satisfied? Is that like that's like not underwhelmed, overwhelmed, you're just whelmed?
Well, I qualified fourth. I surprised myself with my qualifying time. I didn't really expect to do that. I was fast in the practice session before the actual race session, and I just couldn't find any speed in practice with this weather that we had. And something, I don't know what I did different in qualifying, but I was able to get fourth place. And I had ups and downs all night, foiled fuel strategy, and at the very first pit stop, I was in third. I went in third, and I overshot my box. I didn't overshoot it. I stopped too far to the left, and I had to go forward, and then I had to back up, and I had to pull back forward. So I dropped back to seventh, and it was just a fight to get back to where I finished.
Well, you know what? A great job out there tonight for you, finishing in third place. You already have a race win on the season. As long as you don't miss one more race, you are locked into the chase. What are your plans going forward from here to stay into every race in this regular season?
Well, I plan on being here every week. Unless something bad happens, God forbid, I'll be here every single week to make it. I'm just happy I got that win at Talladega. Gotta thank AJ Rogers rather, for pushing me to that win that week.
All right, man. Well, Kyle, any final shout-outs, sponsor thank yous, any kind of people you'd like to mention?
I'd just like to shout out any of my Rebellion Racing teammates if they're watching. I don't know if they're watching. I put the link out to them. They usually watch me. Troy for putting this great league on. I thoroughly enjoy it, and you for broadcasting like always.
All right, that is your third place finisher, Kyle Gilbert, doing a great job. Qualified fourth, started fourth. Here he is finishing third on the night without a hiccup. Again, speaking sarcastically. So guys, what a great race we had out here tonight. We saw some spectacular action and all kinds of other stuff. Our finishing results, unofficial of course, Troy Radford, KD Osmond, Kyle Gilbert will make up your top three. Tommy Gossett was fourth. Eric Teska ending up in fifth place. Sixth, going to Russell Brown. Seventh was Sean Wilder. Eighth was Tom Quattlebaum. Ninth, Doug Wysocki. And 10th was Sean Cool. 11th was AJ Rogers. Bobby Summers 12th. 13th, JP. 14th, Hilton Young. Doug Johnson ended up 15th. 16th place was FP McSwain. Rick Greenaway 17th. 18th, Chris Berg. Jerry West was 19th. And Steve Baker was in 20th. 21st was Peyton Johnson. David Roach, 22nd. 23rd, Jeffrey Clifton. 24th, Daryl Ricketts. 25th was Jason Burgess. 26th was Vern Marheim. 27th, Dustin German. And rounding out this field in 28th was Greg Willis. So guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Please remember to thumb up and subscribe. Give this broadcast a thumbs up. Subscribe to MaxSpeedTV if you haven't done so. And if you are interested, check out the links provided down below to our sponsors of this race. Guys, next week, Tuesday, July 24th, 8 p.m. Central, the RFC Hershey Design Series will be at New Hampshire for the Lake Regions 100. That'll do it for me. My name is KR Stolfus. As always, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I had a wonderful time doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you next time.